Navi, introduce yourself.
My name is Navi Brar, and I'm a coworker and friend of Milka's.
How did we meet, Navi?
Time,
date, place?
In July, so it's gonna be a year in July, and I think we met then.
No, I came in September.
You came in September?
But even then, like, you and me never talked.
No.
We started talking when I got back on the floor from being stalked.
Yeah.
And you were my favorite.
Oh, hear that, guys? I'm her favorite.
Okay, so basically, what I wanted to talk about, because I want your opinion on this, is basically girls' standards when it comes to guys.
Oh.
So I'm going to list like a few of the standards and you tell me what you think about them, okay? First one.
It's all written down. Wow, I love this.
Girl. So some girls curve a guy because he's too ugly. What do you think?
I know it's so cliche, but I know we always, like, when we're working in retail, we always be like, the first thing we see is like, oh my god, like, look, cute guy.
I know.
Right? But when you actually, like, talk to the guy, sometimes he's an airhead. And it's like, okay, can I curve you because you're too good looking?
No, that's true.
I don't know. I think it's more, those are the type of people, those are the girls that are very superficial.
You think so?
Yeah.
But like, what if it comes to a point where like, you want your kids to be good looking too?
Maybe his family's good looking, you'll have their genes.
Okay.
Who knows?
But no, I agree though. I feel like a lot of girls, especially the ones who like walk around with like a cake face, it's like you're only pretty because that's not how you look like. So it's like
relationship.
You're not perfect either. You're not like on point with how like all that makeup.
Let's
so,
take
like,
you swimming first.
Right? Right? You take all that off and you tell him he's too ugly. We'll see who's too ugly.
Sip on that tea.
Some girls curve guys because he's not rich enough.
No, oh my god, again, superficial. What the heck? No, I hate that.
You know what I think? I'm like, he wanted to have a belly. Where's yours?
Right?
Right?
What do you bring to the table?
Exactly. It's like, how do you expect a guy to come with a Bentley when you're working part-time at Sephora?
You drive a Honda Civic.
Right? Like,
so
it makes, or you don't even drive. You need a
don't
bus.
drive.
Like, can you believe people? It's ridiculous. Status. Basically, she won't date a guy because he doesn't have a certain status. No.
In the brown community, there are like statuses and like classes.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the old past, it was very harshly implemented.
Right.
And like there's a working class, and then there's like if you're born like on one side of the river, you're one class, and if you're born on the other side, it's another class. Okay. Now, more of the younger generation, it's super hard. Like, we are trying to, like, deviate from that, and obviously our parents have, like, the old generation mindset, so sometimes it's really difficult to do that.
Right.
Like, there's a lot of, like, kind of, I don't want to, like, restrictions, implementations that are put on. Like, for me, if I was to marry someone, like, the guy cannot have the same last name as my mom's maiden name. Because they're from, like, I don't know, like, it's so weird. So I'm like, so what's your last name? I can't be in a relationship with you. So it's really hard sometimes, and then it's like, oh, he can't be a certain class or a certain status.
Right.
And all that kind of stuff. So I feel like when it comes to status, a lot of the younger generation do not care. It's more like, if you make me happy, I make you happy, and we are both in love with each other, let's do it, let's figure it out. But for my parents, it was more like, a lot of the parents are like arranged marriages.
Oh, right.
So it's more heavily set on them for like
still
status.
happens though, right?
Yeah, it does, but not
as much.
Yeah. Not as heavily implemented about the status.
So like, do you think it's kind of like reasonable for a woman to be like, you're not so and so?
Oh my god, no.
Not like under any circumstance.
Maybe status meaning like education level, like, oh, did you drop out of high school or are you getting your master's?
Right.
That would for me would be like, okay, like, I bring this to the table, what do you bring?
Right. Makes sense. For me, like, it's just kind of like women who want someone who's known, so like all their friends are like, oh my gosh, you're with him.
No. It comes with rumors, just nosing in, and I think that is what creates the stress in a relationship.
The other one is like, well, my friends like him.
Your friends aren't dating him, you are.
That's why I feel like people shouldn't be so public about their relationship.
Well,
like,
he is best.
Right?
Major key.
But like, honestly, I feel like when you start dating someone, you should keep it on the low always. Even if we're just like, oh, I don't care what anyone says, like at the end of the day, what people say does affect you, whether you like it or not.
I feel like you should only publicize it to an extent.
Hola. Like, I know where this is going. You're all about that claiming life, aren't you?
No. I'm so low key and like.
But do you feel like you should claim you like in public?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Really?
I feel like the people that should know, And then
Who are the people who should know?
your best friend, like close friends. Keep it to like 5 max. And 5 max. That's
Okay, well, what if he doesn't tell his friends though? Like, would you feel kind of like,
oh,
well,
I've been in this position.
am I the sad chick?
Yes,
like, do you ever feel like that?
I have been in that position.
Were you the side chick or like where you felt you were?
Both.
Okay.
And in 2 different situations, I turned out to be the side chick, and then I felt like I was the side chick in another scenario. And I feel like
You never told me. Like, how long have I known you and this has never come up?
Certain like milestones, and I'm like, okay, if I'm talking to this guy, we'll go and see where things are in like 6 months. If 6 months he doesn't say like, oh, we're a thing, or we're exclusive, or would you like to be my girlfriend, I feel like then you need to bring it up.
Do you think so?
I hate pressuring people.
Yeah, but here's the thing, Navi, let me tell you. Oh. But here's the thing though, Navi, like, if a guy wants you to be his, they know really fast. I promise, in my situation, I feel like they tell me a bit too early.
They never told me. What, can we switch guys? I wasted 6 months with an idiot, and then afterwards he's like, oh, it hit me all of a sudden, and I just don't see a future with us. What the did you not know that 6 months? When it comes to our generation, everyone has just hit it and go. And it's more like, oh, and just a notch on my list.
But you know what girls should know though? It's like, if he doesn't tell you, this is my intention, this is who I want you to be in my life within like, what, a month? Okay, you need to let it go. I thought he'd be like, so what are we? Like, no, honestly, that's like a dumb question. He will tell you if he knows that he wants you like that, he will tell you. Don't even ask.
But talking means so many other things in our generation.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, like.
Am I out of the loop?
Yes, you are. Like, talking can mean like you have a thing, or talking just means that you're banging. Legit!
How? How did that escalated like that?
I have no idea. That's just our generation.
We should not call it like talking though. Right? Like, that should be something else. Like, that's not talking.
Right?
That's a lot more. Like, isn't it weird that like when a girl gets like a good guy and then she messes up because she thinks she can do better and then she figures out she can't.
And then you're just like, oh.
Girls should appreciate what they have. If he's doing the right thing, he's treating you
right.
Happy and right? Like you cannot do better. It doesn't get better than that. It doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Last one. Oh my goodness. I'm too good for him.
Oh, can I like swear?
No! My channel is PG! Family friendly!
It's like, wait, what was it again?
I'm too good for him.
I'm too good for him? My cousin, she's 27, and she was telling me about the people that are in a relationship, one is always reaching and one is always settling. And that's when the girl has that whole mentality, like, I'm too good for this.
Are you sure?
Yes, in majority of the relationships.
No, I feel like...
No, whether it's physically, whether it's financially, or anything it has to do, one is always reaching and one is always settling. And I feel like when you say...
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I can honestly, I can definitely put that...
No, I feel like there are some... Like, it's possible for you guys to be, like, equally, like, as good for each other. I feel like... The reaching and settling should be on like non-physical or like outer things. It should be more like on the inside.
For you, it might just
no, but what I'm saying is like it shouldn't though. It shouldn't be about the physical. It shouldn't be about the money though. It should be like if I feel like I'm reaching or settling, it should be about who the person is.
Yeah.
But not because of what he looks like. Because I don't think that's like reaching or settling. Here's the thing girls do not get.
Oh yes, wise one.
If he doesn't look good, like whether he has a unit eyebrow, right? He can wax it off. If he doesn't have the beard that you want, he can grow it, right?
He can't grow beards.
Okay. You're about the beard life though. Brown guys have like on point.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Like honestly, brown guys like when it comes to beard, they're like on point. Can you even remember what I was saying? Oh yeah, if he's fat, he can work off the weight, right? If he's not rich, he can become rich. He can work towards that. So for you to like turn someone down because they're too big, they don't have a beard, he has a uni eyebrow, he doesn't have a Bentley, like that's so dumb because at some point in his life he will get there if he wants to.
You just have to support them. They want the now. They don't look
terrible.
for the future.
That's terrible.
Which is what most people don't understand.
Yeah, but I want to ask those girls like, are you perfect now or are you gonna be perfect later?
Right. Like
we grow like constantly, so to sit there and like ask a guy to be perfect right there and then is so dumb.
Work in progress.
Yeah. Okay guys, that was Talking with Navi. Hey. She'll be here again.
Good job. Wow, we did that real quick.